Hello everyone. It's a beautiful Sunday. I really didn't want to work on a Sunday, but you guys have been awesome. You guys have been watching these videos, commenting, requesting new items. You've been going to our store, purchasing stuff. So I'm going to keep on working. As long as you guys keep on buying, we'll keep on working. So today we're going to finally get to that hood overlay. I've been working on so much stuff, wanting to get back to this, but just knowing that it's such a large overlay that it would take a little bit of time to get it all done. I've been procrastinating on that one, but let's go ahead and cut out our template. I've been working on that for a little while. It's been ready. I just haven't cut it out. So we'll grab one of them and I'll clean the whole hood area, use that quick detailer, make sure there's nothing rough in that area. I'll probably have to get out a step stool. I'm only like 5'7 3/4", and we'll reach up on the hood and start installing that. Well, I just thought, hey, the Porsche's out of the way. Let's go bigger. Let's grab the adjustable step ladder. Try not to hit the R8, and we'll put it right beside that Bronco. All right, a quick item worth noting. I am a vet myself, and we do offer veterans discounts on our website. That's 15% on basically all items. Just message us. We'll ask for any kind of identification, any kind of proof that you are a military, active reserve, National Guard, retired, or just a veteran in general that you have served in the past. Also, if you're a first responder, we'll also extend that discount to you as well. So I have basically everything ready. I didn't grab the vinyl yet. I wanted to make sure that I had the vehicle in the place that I wanted it to. Some quick detailer without wax so we could clean this area off. My microfiber. This is a large vinyl piece, so it will come with one of these felt tip squeegees, so you don't have to get that separately on our website. I have my ladder set up, and it's also in the shade. That helps me. It also makes the vehicle a little cool. It will get up to like 91 degrees today. I don't want that vinyl to stretch. Just absorbing that heat from the hood, having the sunshine on it, it will stretch. I'm going to do a wet install. I don't like the dry installs on big pieces because it's not very forgiving when you have the transfer paper on such a large area. You pull the transfer paper off, you realize you have tons of bubbles on under it or something because you're not that good of an installer. I am fortunately not that good of an installer, so all my tips, everything that I do shows you guys how, even from a novice standpoint, how you can get installed and looking pretty well. I will keep some soapy water out here. I'll basically clean the rest of this off, and then I'll just put soapy water all over it. And as I pull that vinyl off, I'm going to be putting soapy water on the back of that too. We'll get all that soapy water off once we have the proper alignment, and we'll start in the center, and we'll start pushing that water out with that felt tip squeegee so we don't damage anything. I use the felt tip squeegee. Sometimes I just use my fingers. But the main thing is we're not going to scratch the paint, and we're not going to scratch the vinyl. We're not going to damage that. I have taken my wedding ring off. Before I reach onto the hood, I'll probably take my Apple Watch off too. I'm probably going to have to lean over the hood on my elbows, and I don't want anything to scratch it. All right, I won't lie. I scaled this thing down. I measured out how wide it should be, and then when I printed it off and I was bringing it down here, I'm like, man, this thing is massive. Did I get some dimension off? But nope, it is massive. It's over a yard in length. It takes like 42 to 44 inches of material to cut out. So I had to put it on here, make sure it's right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of crease it in half lightly so I can find the center line. Just curious where that is. I will go get some painter's tape. I'm going to mark off the center both on the vinyl and on my vehicle. So I have a rough estimate of where it should be. So I've marked off the center line on the vehicle. This is about 21.5 inches from the edge of this window sprayer to the other edge. So it's like 10 3/4 to the center here. I've also folded it, the vinyl, and marked it off on our vinyl. And right now I'm just trying to get this entire hood area wet with soapy water. I am gonna get some spray bottles, and you guys can get those on our site. They'll probably be like a couple bucks. Small spray bottle that you can put some soapy water in. So I'm gonna get this on the hood. I'm gonna also get it on the back of the vinyl so it doesn't stick immediately. This, you gotta be careful, but this hood does seem like it can support a good bit of weight. Always kind of feel it out before putting more pressure in any area. Trying to feel around the hood for anything that's stuck, like bird poop. Hopefully not bird poop, but whatever else that could be stuck on my hood. I'm gonna peel back the vinyl in one corner. So with these vinyls, pretty sure the reason why we have these big hood vinyls is that people are trying to eliminate glare when you're off-roading at night from any light bar on your roof rack, any light bouncing off anywhere else. So you weren't blinded when you're off-roading at really weird angles, trying to crawl through rocks at night. When I had my FJ Cruiser, I did do quite a bit of off-roading at night. It was really fun. You know, if you have a nice setup, it's really fun to go off-roading at night. Gotta wet that down. It's just such a big piece of vinyl that I don't want it to stick as soon as it touches the roof. Or the roof. Matte black is a very forgiving color though. So I've flipped it all the way over. You're gonna use so much of your hood when trying to install this that it would be a good idea to make sure the entire hood is clean. Stuck on itself for a second. It's really awkward, the ladder that I'm on. It's a little A-frame ladder, adjustable, and I'm kind of splitting both sides right now so that I can reach this high up. A spray bottle will be nice. Okay, let's try to flip this guy all the way over. Probably shouldn't be wearing flip-flops either. Probably only makes it a little bit more difficult. If I had someone that could stand over the side while I was doing this, that'd be nice. You can definitely tell that there are weak areas of the hood too that you don't want to be putting pressure on. So let me pull this up a little. When you're deciding how soapy to go with the water, let's say on this side, on this vinyl piece, go ahead and go a little soapier. You want this guy to be able to move around. You can see that I didn't put as much soap on it as I should. Basically, you got to make those lines match up. And then I want to make it cover all that paint in the back. Check the left to right alignment. Could actually go this way a little bit more. When I squeegee it out, those just small layers of pockets of water will probably make it stretch. So kind of take that into factor when you're trying to decide whether or not you want to lift it and adjust, move it over one side. Start pushing out some of that water with your hand and see if it's even before you go ahead and lift it all the way up. Now we can come back with our squeegee, push it out to one side. Push it out to the other. See all that soapy water come out. I'm gonna lift the middle. Push that back. Push the rest of it down to the front. Come back, grab one corner, and see if we can slowly start pushing it out to one side. Make sure that it doesn't get any hard creases anywhere. If you do get something underneath this, because there's all this water, you can probably pull it back up and just push it out. Sometimes I take my nail and dig at it just a little bit. You don't want to push too hard, because if you do hit a crease and you push hard, it'll be hard to not see that crease later once the install's done. Like I said, matte black's really forgiving though. Like I could hit this with a little bit of heat, stretch it out, and you wouldn't see that crease. I'm actually doing a pretty good job kind of massaging it out right now. I'm gonna take this off. I don't feel like I cleaned the hood that well. With the Florida weather, anytime there's been a rainstorm, you get a lot of sand, at least where I'm at. So I'm gonna take my microfiber, any area where I might put my arm down, push anything in, and make sure that's nice and clean. It was pretty clean, but I just want to make sure. And now that I'm working just on this upper corner here, I'll come over to where I can reach it a little bit better. Also good to come over here and make sure I have enough coverage in the back. Now, if you start to get a bunch of creases up in the front, I've worked all the extra material towards the back because we can actually fold that over the lip in the back of the hood and that won't be visible. That's kind of how I work with vinyl. You don't want to push it towards an area where it'll be visible. Like if we pushed all the extra vinyl out here and then it wasn't smooth around that corner, you'd notice that. But if there's a little extra material on the back side, like right here, you're not gonna notice that. You can keep a heat gun, you can keep a hair dryer, apply a little bit of heat to this, and then just push it around that back edge. If you use that hair dryer or that heat gun, be sure not to apply a lot of heat. You just really need the bare minimum. My rule of thumb is that if it burns you, you probably shouldn't be putting that much heat into the vinyl, at least as a novice. You're not a vinyl installer per se. So just put a little bit of heat and then wrap around the back. What I'm gonna do to let this all dry out as well is just, I'm gonna pull it forward right into that sun, and then I'll come back and push the edge down before it rains, before something makes it really dirty and it doesn't want to stick anymore. So now we're just gonna repeat this, do to the other side. I'll pull it out in the sun and show you guys what it looks like. All right, so there we have it, the installation of the hood overlay for the 2021 full-size Bronco. This would fit the 2-door and 4-door models. As soon as I backed it up, got it into the sun, it didn't take long for that adhesive to get nice and sticky. I was able to look at it at an angle, make sure that there are no water bubbles in there. Take my squeegee if I found anything else. There was one over here, and I think you see the remnants of it just a little bit. Usually you can kind of push those out. They kind of pop like a little pimple. It's kind of satisfying, actually. And on the back side where the vinyl wasn't pushed down, I started pushing it down with my fingers, and I forgot that, hey, I'm providing you guys a squeegee, so use the squeegee. Also, don't run your finger that way to push it all the way down. It will crinkle up. Just start using your squeegee and push it over the edge, making sure that it's sticking to the back side of that paint. After you get it down a little, you can run your finger back there and make sure it did exactly that. There's a little water bubble right there. Push that guy out. Some of them, not too worried about. The sun will hit it, let it dry out. At the end, I was just kind of standing on the bumper to get some final details worked out, but looks pretty good. Probably will try one that has like an insert where I can put the American flag right there. First, I will cut out an American flag in gloss black and put it on there, and then do it the other way, see what you guys think. I love hearing you guys' opinions on this stuff, and I love you guys coming, purchasing stuff on our site, obviously, liking and subscribing. So if you haven't smashed that like and subscribe button, go ahead, do that, turn on notifications, and you'll get notified of our latest Bronco offerings. We have done some other vehicles, but right now I'm really focused on this one. It's a great neighborhood, a lot of enthusiasts, a lot of people waiting for vehicles to come, and a lot of people, a few people that already have them because I see your orders. So thanks a lot for everything. Bye.